Hey, happy Friday! It's the Friday before Mother's Day. So as always, we will be giving away presents for comments, answers, and shares. So remember to get those in and make sure if you share publicly. Today, we will be showing you how to get whispering waves. So whispering waves are a look we've been posting a lot lately, and everybody has been asking a lot about how to get whispering waves. So we're going to show you how to achieve it today. This style is so fast and amazing. I think you guys are gonna love it. And we know it will be helpful for you. The reason we are sharing this look today before Mother's Day is because we know moms are very busy and never have time to achieve the look they want on Mother's Day, right? They're always busy all year round. So we're trying to help moms have time for themselves. And we also wanted to give you an advance notice so that you can get ready and be all ready and have extra time, ching, to make sure you tell somebody that is in your life that they're important to you, because everyone knows how important it is to get those nice compliments from everyone in your family or those that you are close to. So I wanted to make sure and relay that it's never, like, you will never regret giving someone a compliment or something, or saying something nice, but you can regret not saying it. So make sure you take time to achieve all those compliments this weekend. Achieve compliments. Like, it's a big thing to do, right? It's not hard, right? You think it and then you say it. Like, I do that all the time. I'll be in the bathroom and I'll be like, oh, there's a pretty girl next to me, and I'll just be like, hey, I like your smile, or whatever it is that you like about them. So just take the time, make sure you take the time to do that. So today we will, in honor of our whispering wave, that's what we're calling this look, when we, in honor of that look, we will be giving away 2 packages, and the 2 packages will be going towards, will include the things to make whispering waves. So we have a paddle brush, because you will need a paddle brush. We have an iron, and then to get your look nice and smooth at the end and no frizzy flyaways, we're giving timeless. So this is our package for today, and we will be giving away 2 of those. So we will make sure we get those at the end. So those are our presents for the end of the show today. So so today's probably going to be pretty quick because this look goes very fast. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my iron with the blue button right here. So if you guys have any questions while we're doing this look, make sure you get those in, because there's a good chance this will end quickly because it's just such a fast look. It's so easy because you're taking big sections. You're going through the sections quite fast, and you're also not having to heat them as long. So it's just, and you just don't have to curl all the way to the top. So it's like really fast. I just think you could do world record hair here. World record, yes. I'm not a world record setter in many things, but maybe today I can be. So we'll see. So I'm just gonna go ahead and brush through my hair, and then we're going to get started. I have prepped my hair with Upstaged earlier today when I did my blow dry, so that's in so that I can get more volume up here. You can see how that happens so nicely. I love Upstaged for that. It's so weird that it does that. It's just a spray, so you think it doesn't have like that much oomph in it, but it has lots of oomph and smoothness. Okay, oomph. How do you even spell oomph? U-M-P-F-H? P-H, oomph, oomph. Okay, so the debates we have around here, it's so funny. Okay, so I'm gonna start in the back left here. So this is my left hand and my right hand. And I'm going to get my cord out of my way here. And then we're just gonna go through, I'm gonna do kind of a practice section to make sure that I've got it here. Okay, so that's probably more curly than I even want. So I'm glad I did my practice back here. So if it gets too curly on you, just let it cool by dragging it out. And then when you drag it out like that, it relaxes the curl. So, where a hair cools is where it stays. So make sure, if your curl isn't shaped enough, you shape it. And if it's shaped too much, you let it cool by stretching it. Okay, so there you go. 2 helpful hints. Okay, so let's brush the next section forward. I want you to make sure you're prepping your sections. So the way you can take these big sections like this is by taking vertical sections and then brushing them and making sure they are coming forward. That's a huge thing that I think a lot of people might miss. And if you're getting dents or creases, that might be the reason, is because you're not prepping your section to go forward like this. See how forward I'm holding it? It's all the way up here by my face almost. So just go in, rotate through, and I'm still getting, I think, more curly than I'm looking for. Usually I start this further forward. I don't know why I didn't do it today, but we'll see. We'll see. It usually happens for a reason, so I can teach you something. Okay, so keep your iron pretty vertical in this look, and then drag down at the end. There we go. That's more like I want. And I know you would see, like, when that first came out, like, ooh, but see how it flips into place? And then, so you just want to make sure you don't overthink each curl, okay? That's really important. Okay. I see funny faces over here, like something big is going on. I was like, whoa, what is it? Is there a train outside again? A hurricane? Okay.
They like your tip on the vertical.
Oh, okay.
Vertical angle. So
Good.
I wasn't aware of that.
So you can see there. Now, this is the exact kind of curl I want to achieve today. So do you see how nice that is compared to this? So if you later can go back and just go and rewind, and then you'll be able to see exactly the difference between this and this. I can't rewind in my head because I'm an artist and we kind of fly by whatever we're doing at that moment. So I can't remember exactly what I did the one before, but I'll try and recreate it this time for you and see if we can get it. So you want nice vertical section, brush forward, and then I'll pretend like there's a hurricane again. Maybe I went faster. Okay, and then just let go of the end. And if you are not a person that has a hair type that you can just kind of let the ends hang out, I'm going to show you when I finish this side how, if you got it too curly, what you could do if you wanted to curl through the ends or leave them out and then touch them up at the end. I'll show you what to do. So your front section can just make sure you don't over rotate. That's really key for this look. Okay. Because you just want it to just have, you know, a whisper of it. Oh, wow, I really rotated right there. So if you have that where it's too swoopy, you can go in with the flat iron side and just smooth it out so that it's not so swoopy. Okay, so if you have a hair type like mine, or if you have even more curly, you can go in with the flat iron side and just kind of smooth out the ends. And that's a way to make them look less like horsehair, like mine does. So that's a good tip. Or if you get them too curly, you can go in and just kind of straighten that out. So that's a good hint. We have like this amazing hairstylist that got the iron recently, and she's been teaching me tricks even. She's like, well, I just straighten the end. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's a good idea. You can straighten the end. And I never really think about it because I just leave them out. So I wanted to try it today for you guys. All right, so I'm on the right side now, so I'm gonna hold my iron more vertical again, not over rotate, and move forward. And then if I drop a little out, it's really not that big of a deal in this look because I just don't wanna overthink my curls. I don't wanna be stuck with those 90s curls that we had to have every curl exactly perfect every time. Oh, Tammy remembers that one? Did that one hit home with you, Tammy? Yeah, she likes that one.
There are a couple questions about the curls too. They want to know if that vertical angle, it says, when can you do that with all types of curls?
Sure.
Is that how you do it, to do all types of curls?
Well, not all types of curls. You know, all types of curls vary a lot. So all your curls live in here, more vertical or more horizontal like this, you know. So depending on how full and big you want the curl is how you angle your iron, and then how tight you want the curl to wrap is how much you rotate the iron. Okay, so I don't want this curl wrapping tight, and I do want it being like elongated, not real full and lots of volume. So if I wanted more full volume, I would curl my curl like this. But I don't want that on this one, so I'm going more vertical, and I'm just barely rotating. See, it's barely coming across the back of the iron. Oh, I might have rotated it too much to show you, sorry. I forget when angles change, it kind of does that. But that's okay, because I left out the bottom, so it'll recover, I think, for me.
There is a question on the right side. Can
Okay.
you show how to curl forward on the right side? I'm having a lot of trouble with the right side.
Absolutely. Okay, so everyone else I did like this. This is my right side, okay? It's my right hand, thumb behind blue light. So if I'm curling away from my face, I do this, and I'm pointing up to the ceiling. When I want to curl towards my face, I go down to the floor, and then just rotate. The more you rotate, the tighter your curl will get, so this curl might get kind of tight. Ooh, actually,
Good one.
perfect. So there you go. There's a curl going towards your face. I should curl it all towards my face. I love that curl. That's exactly the kind of curls we want for this, except for that section seems kind of small. Because for this, you just really want your sections to be very big and thick. And so one thing you want to make sure of is that you're not clamping tight. I cannot stress that enough on any day. And today on Whispering Waves, you want to be even more conscious of it. I do not want you closing the iron. I'm gonna see if I can catch how open my iron is. Can you see this? Okay. Does that have a thing back here? Are you sure you want to wet streaming? Can you see that, Jenny? Is it okay? We have YouTube malfunction. Maybe right now we're gonna see. Okay, there we go.
I
think we got it. There's something in my screen. Okay, so for the front of this, okay, so I love how these are looking. I want it to be relaxed like this, not overly curly, just a whisper of a wave. So I'm gonna make sure that I try not to over rotate on this one, because that's what creates the dips and dives and all the funny things. Hooray, I got it. I never get that one. I always have to go back in and adjust it, and I think I fixed it pretty good today. So that's pretty good. That is in the wheelhouse of the curl I wanted, so I'm happy with that. So now if you wanted, and I think I forgot a couple pieces in the very back. Okay, thank you. Jenny always catches me at the end. She's like, Jacinda, you have a couple pieces there? Because my huge mirror, an iPhone huge mirror that I use all the time.
Can't see that on there?
Yeah. So a couple of things you can do for this look too. Okay, so make sure that you can, not make sure, but one option for you is to be able to draw down the wave at the end, right? So if I'm going in and going vertical, I can unwrap and draw down like that, and that will create, see, that's one of my favorite looks at the bottom of a curl, is when you draw that down. So that's an option too if you're not liking something. Like, I don't love how this is coming together over here. Something's a little bit funny about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this and draw down this side so that I can really create like movement in that curl so that it doesn't look too like an old curl brushed down. You know what I mean? I don't know how to even say it. I don't even know how to define that one yet. I haven't thought about that one enough.
There was a couple questions,
Okay.
Jacinda, about putting pressure on the iron and if it should pull when curling. And
No.
obviously you just discussed it, but I thought
Definitely
you might
not.
wanna-
Yeah, if somebody's saying that, then we definitely want to talk about it some more. So, there's a couple of things that are signs that you're holding the iron too tight. One is if you're going along and you can, like, it jerks like this, that's a really big sign. Like, it should be nowhere near that. It should feel like if you had someone doing this to your hair and you can barely feel it. Did you guys ever play that game when you were little where you would like, oh, can you feel it touching now? Can you feel it touching? Something like real. Did anybody ever do that? No.
Yes,
You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yep.
you're like, okay, can you see if my hands are there now? Like, it's so light of a touch. Like, that is how light you want the touch to be. So imagine this. The tighter you squeeze the iron, the more heat you're putting on your hair. You can loosen it. You can have like 325 degree heat if you just loosen it, you know what I mean? So the further away you are, which is really great because then you don't have to push on it to get the heat. You can just really leave it to structure itself. I'm trying to think of like a really good analogy for that. I need to come up with that. Will you please put a note that I need to come up with an analogy for that?
And that's exactly,
It's gotta come to me.
this lady is asking, how do you know when it's too tight? She says if you're clamping too tight, but I mean, everything you're saying, it should just slide real soft and lightly through your hair.
Like Tammy, what did you learn from it? Because Tammy she would squeeze too tight.
Yeah.
What did you?
It took me a while for me to understand what you're saying, how you just you barely touch the hair. It just slides right through, and you don't, there's no pulling or tugging at all.
Yeah, it should be that your hair is in between the plates, not pressed in the plates. I think that's a good way to look at it, right? You want your hair like just kind of barely being in there instead of it being like this, right? So you want your plates to be like here. And then, do my hands look shaky there? They look shaky to me. I don't know. Okay, so you want to just try and just capture it in there. Imagine like holding a little baby and how you don't want to squeeze it. You know, you kind of do because they're so cute and you just want to give them a big hug, but not like that, right? So you think of a fragile newborn, right? You just want it to just be like gently nestled in there. So you want it to be nestled in there and not pressed in there. We're not trying to press the shape in. We're trying to barely heat the hair and then let it cool. If you could have seen, I was trying to hold my iron like crazy open that time to see. And that's why we hold the hair, is so that if you hold it, then you don't worry about it falling out, right? So you don't need to hold the hair in there, because that's what the left hand is for. The left hand has a very good purpose. You giving me purpose. I can't sing like Justin Bieber, but
they would like to see one bouncy curl.
A bouncy curl?
Would you be able to do those?
Yeah, I can do. I'll do a bouncy curl back here so that it's not in my sights all the time right now for this look. Okay, so this is what the curl looks like right now. Oh, do I have a good one? I might not ruin that curl. Here we go. Not to be finicky about it, but in case I do anything great, like go to Home Depot tonight and shop for things for a deck. Okay. All right. A bouncy curl coming your way. Okay, so do they want it more full, I wonder?
I'm thinking full bouncy.
Okay, so I'm going to do more horizontal, and I'm going to rotate more. And then it should bounce back, except for I had my iron off. Oh yeah, well there we go. So there's a more bouncy full curl. And I can still drag that one out, and still you can see, like if I wanted it to change. So that's it.
And I know there is a question about, they want to see a ringlet curl. Is that anything, like don't we have a video on that? Do the tightest curls we can get?
Ringlet, yeah. Basically it's this. The more you rotate your iron, the more curly you're going to get. So see how far I have it rotated now? I have the gold plates all the way back to you. So this should give me about as close to a ringlet as you can get. Okay.
That's perfect.
So there's more ringlet. Now, if you over rotate and you're trying to create whispering waves and you have these kind of curls and you're like, oh, these don't suit what I'm trying to do, then you can go through, and I want you to see how I can just barely go over it. And I'm not at all closing my iron, right? I'm just like coasting it over. That's a kind of good way. Coasting. So you want your plates to coast over the hair. That's going to be the new term. So, and then this one, I like that wave, so I just need to straighten the end. So I'm just going to go in and coast over it, but a little bit slower. What? What's funny?
I love this. Sarah has a perfect one. She said she always sings "Hold On Loosely" by 38 Special, so she doesn't use too much tension.
Hold on loosely. How's that song go?
I can't sing it, but I know how it goes.
Oh,
You know
and
it.
don't let go. Yeah, I get it.
Squeeze too tightly.
You're gonna lose control. Come on and lose control. Okay. Gosh, I wish I could sing.
Curl.
Wouldn't this show be so much better if I could sing? Dang it, it would be so much better. You guys would like me so much more, I know it. Okay, so, and then at the end, we're just gonna spray in Timeless to make sure we get all the frizzies out. And we want it to look nice and silky. If I want my ends to look more silky, I'm gonna go ahead and spray that in. Then, you know, you have to know your hair type and how well it can handle these kind of loose waves, and whether you want to brush it or not, right? I know mine's gonna reshape, but if yours doesn't reshape as well, you might want to just do like run the Timeless through with like comb through with your fingers instead of a brush. You have to know your hair and how the curls work. Okay. So there's whispering waves. It might be even a little bit curly, but that'll be pretty good at the end. And so we have like more in-depth look at Timeless. Oh, silly me and Timeless. Okay, so we have a more in-depth look coming for whispering waves on our email. So if you guys are interested in our email, I didn't put it in the link today. I forgot to do that, but I think it's on our website now. Correct? Anybody? Yeah. Can anyone in the team check for me? Okay, great. And what else? Do we have any more questions?
They want to know if the paddle brush helps with static at all.
Does the paddle brush help with static? Timeless helps with
Actually,
static.
I was thinking the same.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I had this cute little adventure on the plane with this little girl. She was so little and so cute, and her name was Charlie, and she said her name's so cute. And her hair, she was flying with her dad, and her hair was like popped straight up all over the place. And I was like, oh, I wonder if Timeless would help. So I put a spray of Timeless on her hair, all the way down, and I was like, oh, that was like magic. I was pretty impressed. And then it was so cute because I had a little sample and I told her dad, this is like liquid gold. And she started spraying it all over the plane. And he was like, let's just put that in your backpack, okay? And Charlie did. She was cute. She asked me to go to her grandma's house. They were flying to her grandma's house. It was really cute. I like little Charlie. She was a cute girl. She has a big personality for such a little person. Okay, so what else? Anything else?
Does the time iron work on short hair?
Yes, absolutely. So anything over an inch, so if your hair is an inch or longer, you can get the curl you want. All you need to do if your hair is shorter is just go like that, and that would cause a curl. But I don't want it too curly up there for me today. For my whispering waves. Okay, so should we do winners? Winners for Mother's Day. So make sure, don't forget to put those positive comments to people out loud. You think them. I always think that. So then I just started saying it. So Jenny gets a lot of compliments because she's right next to me all the time. And I'm like, your hair is ridiculous today. What is the deal? It is looking so good. You guys should see it. Come over here, Jenny. Show them how awesome your hair is looking. I'm serious. I don't know what it is with her blowout.
I don't know what it is.
Calm down.
Awesome product.
It's so good. No, her hair is looking amazing. Turn to the side. Show them how good your blowout is. Isn't it amazing?
Blowout.
So good. So nice. Nice. So happy Mother's Day to you, Jenny, a mother of 6, and Tammy, mother of 3.
Happy Mother's Day.
Jaquel, happy Mother's Day to you one day.
One day.
I'll say happy Mother's Day to you. You're looking great too today. Yeah, sure. Okay, so do we have winners?
We do.
All right, who's our winners on this happy almost Mother's Day? I just almost bit my tongue. I was like, Mother's.
First winner is Chelsea Morgan.
Chelsea Morgan, you are our first winner of our Whispering Waves package. So our Whispering Waves package is the paddle brush, because you want to take big sections and you want to brush your big sections first. Okay, big deal. An iron that can create whispering waves for you and straighten your ends at the end. And then Timeless, which will calm all the frizz and make your hair feel nice and silky smooth without losing your curl. Okay? So that's why it's our Whispering Waves package. I thought I'd explain it because I didn't really explain it very good in the beginning. Okay, so number 1 winner, who is it?
Chelsea Morgan.
Chelsea Morgan
is the first one.
Is winner number 1. I know that name. Why do I know Chelsea Morgan?
Because we just said it, right?
Oh, you guys are Why, did I say it already? Did I say it? Complete deja vu. That is awesome. Chelsea, you're our winner twice today, apparently. Wow, really? I did not know that we said a winner already. Thanks, guys. Totally sewered me. That's what I get for all the compliments. They're going to sewer me. Okay. And our winner
Second
number 2
winner is Glenda Mings Tatchell.
Okay. Glenda Mings Tashel. Okay, so Glenda, congratulations. I hope you guys are either moms or are going to have great hair to go compliment your moms in a hurry. So you can get your hair done faster and then make sure you give your mom a compliment this weekend. Mom, you've been a great mom always. We love having you on the team. If you're watching today.
Make sure they
email yes, us. Everybody make sure, winners, that you email us your mailing address and your email. And yeah, I think that's it. We'll see you next Friday. And happy Mother's Day. Pay everybody a compliment today. Bye.